picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buffaloes will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for a crease. It's Gibbs. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Back open in the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to transfer in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snags a quick pass on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, and keeps it on pace for success.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. On target to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Running back searching for a hole.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive moments.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Colorado.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Colorado.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown ball.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the point after is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's McCaffrey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. It's a draw. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third down, going up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. The score tied 7-7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Banks. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Brings up second down.
And the Volunteers have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Volunteers! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
One of the the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Puts one in the spin cycle. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
These RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Shows him the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Swings it out to the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. He's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on 3rd and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so
Oh, look out! That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He's going for the big play. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he added the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Colorado, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. The offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Wide open, he makes the catch. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Using the quick game. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that 1st down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Vols will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee. The 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
They'll give it to the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Buffaloes have a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy...
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback will audible. He's looking for a man on second down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It is perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 32 over the Astronauts. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
1st down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Power football with the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's McCaffrey. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
At the 40, there he goes. goes to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown ball. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Colorado, 10.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Tennessee 28, Colorado 10.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's McCaffrey. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got him, and they convert. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Throwing right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback checking off. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They go to the ground. brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On second down, just keeps firing. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
They'll run the option. And some room to work. Off he goes at the 20. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. These corners backing off a bit. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that.
He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
The Volunteers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Miranda. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's McCaffrey. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a...
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking to throw for it. He's going to let it go. Got it. Touchdown, Volunteers. And the route is on. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Sam Houston rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
And he throws another interception. Got room on the return. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
They'll try the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. Talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass, it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.